Hi, I'm Kevin M. Hipolito. I will discuss to you the CARE program of DTI and Small Business Corporation. And also, I will discuss the MP2 program of Pag-ibig. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced 26% of the businesses in the country to stop operation. Some even permanently close their door to the customer. But the Department of Trade and Industry, partnership with the Small Business Corporation, launched the COVID-19 Assistant to Restart Enterprises or the CARE program. SBC CARE program aimed to help entrepreneurs to get back on their feet. CARE program offered a DTI loan up to 500,000 and is part of DTI Pondo sa Pagbabago at Pag-asenso, also known as a P3 program. First launched in 2000. How much can I loan from the P3 program? You can borrow DTI loan amounting from 5,000 to 200,000 with an interest rate of 1.5%. There is also no service charge for the loan process. SBC partnered with over 200 MFI nationwide to accommodate business owner wanting to avail of P3 loan. What is the CARE program under the DTI loan? Because of pandemic, huge impact on businesses. But DTI now offer the COVID-19 assistant to Restart Enterprise or the DTI CARE program. The CARE program is a part of the original P3 program but is only catered to the small and micro businesses affected by the Small Business Corporation and DTI CARE program aim to assist eligible business to restart operation through the replacement of working capital, replenish inventory or perishable stock or damaged goods, update the amortization for the vehicle or fixed asset loan of the business, and last, encourage employment and innovation. How much can you loan from the DTI CARE program? Here are the loan amount and terms you can request based on asset. In micro enterprise with asset worth 3 million or less, amount 10,000 to 50,000. The term is up to 12 months excluding grace period. For the small business with asset worth of 15 million, the amount is 51,000 to 500,000. The term is up to 24 months including the grace period. There is no interest rate for DTI loans submitted through CARE program. However, there is 6% service charge that need to be paid, and there is also grace period of up to 6 months for repayment. How can you apply for the DTI CARE program? You can apply for a loan from DTI CARE program by following these steps. Number 1. Visit the official Small Business Corporation website www.sbgfc.org.ph and download the ERF P3 or the CARES loan form. Number 2. Fill out the application form and print a copy. Number 3. Submit your requirements and accomplish CARE loan form to designate SBC office or the DTI Negosyo Center. Number 4. Wait for a loan application to be processed. This may take up to 12 business. The P3 and the CARE program are quite similar. However, the CARE program specially accommodate entrepreneur whose business were affected. What is MP2 or Modified Pag-ibig 2 membership program? The Modified Pag-ibig 2 or MP2 is optional savings scheme for members who want to save more and earn higher dividend on top of their regular Pag-ibig savings. Yeah, you heard it right. You need to have a regular Pag-ibig savings account first before you can join this program. The Pag-ibig MP2 is one of the most profitable savings program offered by the Housing State Fund for Filipinos who wish to earn more from their hard-earned money. Who is the Pag-ibig MP2 for? As mentioned, only those with an active Pag-ibig Fund membership or those with a source of monthly income and or pensioners regardless of age with at least an equivalent of 24 monthly savings can join this program. That means, if you are an employee with an active membership or a former Pag-ibig Fund member with at least 24 months worth of contribution in the fund, then you can join this program. How can you enroll in the MP2 program? There are two ways you can enroll in the MP2 program. Number 1, applying directly at the Pag-ibig office. Or number 2, through the online MP2 enrollment system. Thank you for listening.
Lending Company DOLE. The Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, is the national government agency mandated to formulate policies and then implement programs and serve as the policy coordinating arm of the executive branch in the field of labor and employment. DOLE AKAP, or Abot Kamay ang Pagtulong for OFWs program, around 135,720 displaced land-based and sea-based OFWs will receive a one-time financial assistance of $10,000 or $200 or its equivalent currency in the host country. Beneficiaries are composed of about 85,720 on-site OFWs based abroad and 50,000 repatriated OFWs or balik manggagawa already in the country. Through the Land Bank Remittance System, or LBRS, eligible repatriated OFWs from National Capital Region or NCR will be able to claim their 10,000 cash aid from Land Bank branches free to charges via PesoNet. Meanwhile, the 85,720 OFWs based abroad will receive their cash aid from their respective Philippine Overseas Labor Offices or POLO, processed via Land Bank's outgoing telegraphic transfer or OTT, free from bank commissions and cable charges. As of May 5, a total of 2,468 OFWs benefited, with total proceeds amounting to 24.68 million released by Land Bank. Land Bank is closely working with DOLE in assisting our OFWs to weather work disruptions and circumstances brought about by the COVID-19 crisis. This means immediately delivering financial support to our OFWs wherever they are in the world, Land Bank President and CEO Cecilia C. Borromeo said. Sagutan ko ang mga few questions. Number 1, as a student, I spread the lesson research in the study method on how I can explain each rule of terms in DOLE and how I can also say the exact amount properly. Number 2, the challenges I had when conducting the research were how I could say it correctly and how I could explain each one, where its viewers will learn a lot. Number 3, yes, because based on my explanations, I also said the exact money that the dollar releases or tells the OFWs. Number 4, for me, it is a great help for them to know how much and what to do right, especially for OFWs. It is a great help to increase their knowledge about landing an investment company. That's all. Thank you. Investment Company VUL. VUL stands for Variable Universal Life Insurance, an insurance product that doubles as an investment vehicle. It means that a certain percentage of the money you put in your VUL policy goes to the cost of insurance, while the rest goes to investments. Why is VUL insurance a good investment for OFWs? There may be some valid arguments against getting a VUL policy, like it getting a lazy way to invest. However, if there's a group that benefits the most from VUL insurance, it's the OFW who barely have the time to learn to invest and monitor their investments. And since it's an insurance and investment product rolled into one, VUL is ideal for OFWs who want to protect their loved ones from being financially burdened should they pass away and save money for retirement should they live longer. Is VUL worth it? There are many advantages in investing in a VUL policy, but just like other insurance plans, VUL might not be for everyone. Below are the pros and cons so you can determine if VUL insurance is a good investment for you. Advantages: tax-free death benefit payout, ability to withdraw cash, health insurance coverage, potential to earn higher investment returns. Disadvantages: investment risk, more expensive than other life insurance plans. Is VUL insurance a good investment? It is worth investing in VUL, or is it better to do insurance and investment separately? The right choice depends on your financial goals, needs, and savings discipline. The rule terms of the VUL. How variable life insurance works. Variable life insurance is a form of life insurance like other life insurance, it provides a death benefit that may be significantly larger than the amount of premiums you pay. With a variable life insurance policy, you will be required to pay premiums into an account. The amount of the premium payments that go into the account may be less than you pay because fees were taken out of the premium payments. The money in the account gets invested in a menu of investment options, typically mutual funds, that you can select. In addition, you may be able to allocate part of your premiums to a fixed account. A fixed account, unlike a mutual funds, pays a fixed rate of interest. The insurance company may reset this interest rate periodically, but it will usually provide a guaranteed minimum. The money in your account will vary according to the amount of premiums you pay, the amount of policy fees and expenses, and the performance in the investment options you choose. Example, you purchase a variable life insurance policy with an initial premium payment of $100,000. You allocate 50% of that payment, $50,000 to a bond fund, and 50%, $5,000 to stock fund. Over the following year, the stock fund has a 10% return and the bond fund has a 5% return. At the end of the year, your account has a value of $107,500 top, and then $55,000 in the stock fund and $52,500 in the bond fund, minus fees and expenses discussed below. Your policy may require you to pay a specified amount of premium payments or provide you the flexibility to pay varying premiums as long as you contribute enough to pay your policy fees and expenses. Some policies may also provide protection from lapse, that is, not having sufficient policy value to pay your policy fees and expenses. If you pay in a certain level of premiums, a policy may lapse if there is not enough cash value, either as a result of policy fees and expenses, a poor investment performance, or loans, to pay the current policy fees and expenses. The more money you pay in premiums, the lower some of your policy's fees and expenses may be. This is because your net amount of risk determines some policies fees and expenses. Your net amount of risk is the difference between your policy's face amount and your policy's cash value, so it goes down if there is more money in your account. Lending company Balikbayad. Balikbayad, the OFW loan designed for OFWs. Each day, there are more OFWs being sent abroad compared to the number of Filipinos finding a job domestically. On aggregate, the Philippines deployed a little over 1.7 million OFWs in 2014 versus 1.02 million Filipinos finding a local job. These OFWs contribute an estimate 10% of the country's GDP. They are considered by many to be the modern-day heroes of the country. Balikbayad was designed to address the financing needs of OFWs. We understand that there are costs involved in securing an overseas job. We are here to help the ones who have secured a job abroad and needs financial assistance. What we can offer: land-based OFW loan, take advantage of our collateral-free, low-interest OFW loan, and join the thousands of happy OFWs we have welcomed on board. We offer 100% payout on your approved loan amount, no deductions, additional fees, or hidden charges. Who can apply? Workers currently working abroad with an active employment contract. Balik manggagawa, or workers who previously worked abroad and planning to go back, have no specific funds. Who can be a co-maker? Spouse, parents, siblings, children of legal age. What are the requirements? Borrower, passport, electric bill, latest or plus a proof of residence if not in own name. Employment contract with POA, EA stamp, working visa, OEC, and airline ticket. Co-maker to government-issued valid ID, proof of relationship, birth certificate, if single, marriage certificate, if married, electric bill, latest plus proof of residence, if not in own name. The rule terms of the balikbayan. Number 1. We deserve the right to revise these terms of use from time to time with or without notice. If any such revision is unacceptable for you, your only recourse is to cease from accessing the site and to cancel your account. You continue access and use for the site following such revision in terms and conditions shall mean acceptance of and assent to such change. Without prejudice to the other rights existing under the laws or these terms and conditions, the site reserves the right to change, suspend, restrict, or cancel accounts, or suspend or terminate access to the site at any time, with or without notice, and based solely in its discretion. The sites or its administrators shall determine any breach or violation of these terms and conditions based solely in its judgment and discretion. The site of its administrators shall not be liable to any user or third party for any modification, change, or restriction pertaining to a user access to or services provided by the site. Number 2, intellectual property rights. We are the owner or the license of the intellectual property rights in our sites and in the material published on it. Those works are protected by copyright laws and treat around the world, and so all such rights are reserved. Number 3, use license. Permission is granted to temporarily download one copy of the materials, information, or software on Balikbayan's website for personal, non-commercial, transitory viewing only. This is the grant of a license, not a transfer of title. And under this license, you may not modify or copy the materials, use the materials for any commercial purpose, or for any public display, attempt, do, decompile, or reverse engineer any software contained on Balikbayan's website, remove any copyright or other proprietary notations from the materials, or transfer the materials to another person's, or mirror the materials on any other server. This license shall automatically terminate if you violate any of these restrictions and may be terminated by Balikbayan at any time. Upon terminating your viewing of these materials or upon the termination of this license, you must destroy any downloaded materials in your possessions, whether in electronic or printed form. That's all. Thank you. Investment company, stocks. Stocks. With the advent of online trading platforms, OFWs can now participate in the Philippines Stock Exchange, or PSE, even if they're based abroad. Call Financial, an online broker, allows OFWs to open a trading account without a personal appearance. You can send your application forms and supplementary document via courier and then fund your account via wire transfers. In addition, numerous online stock brokers allow you to open an account for a minimum of 5,000 with a high earning capacity of FWs. They can invest more than that and add to it monthly. Why are stocks a good investment for FWs? Stock investing allows your money to grow if done right. Annual returns of 50% are possible with the stock market, but of course, you need to put in the effort of learning and studying. The good thing is the financial literacy seminars have expanded out of the Philippines and into countries where there is an abundance of FWs. Look at the schedule of Mervyn Garmus Stock Smart and TGFI's Global Summit seminars. The rule terms of the stock: don't commit all your cash at once. In a fast-moving market, opportunities come up all the time. Try to keep some cash on hand to take advantage of those opportunities. Have a plan. Try to have predetermined points at which you cut losses or take profits. Understand that taking profits is not a sin. Sometimes a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Markets can reverse fairly quickly if you have a stock position sitting there with a fat profit. It can't hurt to take the profit. This action gives you cash for the next opportunity. Discover hedging techniques. Just because you're bullish doesn't mean that you can't also put on the bearish position. Hedging techniques protect you when the market moves against you. Find out which events move markets. Research the market and discover that what types of events tend to move it. Serious short-term traders keep an eye on their positions and the other on what's going on in the world. Keep informed by regularly reading financial publications and websites. And then